Jesus as master teacher and student. Jesus I cannot say was, I struggle to say Jesus was, because the presence of the Christ is still with us. Jesus is a master teacher and a student, meaning he practiced what he was teaching. Most of us, with our ego-centered minds, are focused on the teaching but not the practice. He led by example. He was human, yet divine. He did not believe in hierarchy. He did not give himself a name because he knew labels are just transitionary in nature. He knew life was eternal, so why attach yourself to a person, a place, or a thing when you are experiencing life as an eternal being from one lifetime to the other? Ego minds wanted to give him a name so they could label him, cage him, control him, and weaponize him. To use Jesus, the historical figure, the human body that teaches us about the Christ, that teaches us about the gifts of surrender, the birthing of consciousness in each and every one of us, despite our status, our ego-driven drivel about who, what God is, about ego-driven minds trying to determine and define the ineffable nature of divinity. And Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Do not worship me. Follow my teachings. The teachings of humility, reverence for all that is, the divine and the human in each and every one of us. The divine in non-sentient beings, the divine in all creation. Ego minds in our need to control the narrative. Take Jesus, put him in a cup, and called him a dogma, a doctrine, a denomination. We name it after him. That same cup we offer, we weaponize, we use to create division in his name, and sleepy minds, mine included, believed those narratives. The narratives that oppressed people in his name, crusades in his name, yet his teachings are not followed. We want the label, I am holy. But to follow the teachings of unconditional love, of forgiveness, of peace, of joy, reconciliation, grace we do not want to do. We want to determine for other people to control them and oppress them who God is. Sometimes I wonder, and I think about people like St. Francis Assisi and even Jesus when he talks about flora and fauna. Man, they are free. They are free because they do not have an ego like us. I was thinking the other day, because roses mean a lot to me because of the beautiful blooms, the fragrance, and the thorny sides. And I wonder if roses ever think about holiness. What rose bush is more holy than the other? The blue jay and the cardinal, what bird is more divine? The spruce tree and the oak tree, do they ever wonder who is closer to God? And yet here we are. We say we are the most intelligent. We say God has given us dominance over the world. And yet, we do not see the divine offerings of peace and love and reconciliation and forgiveness and joy and grace. My prayer, may the divine teach us to see both our divinity and our humanness as we follow the teachings of Jesus, who was both a master teacher and a master student. He practiced his teachings. May we all practice that which we preach and teach.